never know where anything's gonna land, ever.
So you have black water, gray water, clean water.
Kinda like that, yeah. And water you should never drink.
That's right.
Something to that effect. It's just crazy. I'm like,
That's a little questionable.
I know. Well, you get, most of what you get anyway is just from lobbyists, so.
Oh, I hadn't seen it on that.
I can't imagine.
And I can't find my
Right
key
now.
to get my little card to open the door to my office suite or anything. Just, I need to make a trip to the Capitol and get things lined out for the session to start. It'll be here before we know it.
Get what lined up?
Well, like access to my office and
Oh.
make
I
sure I have
thought you said get
pens in
food
my
lined
desk.
up.
No, 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 no.
Since you'll need a lot of snacks while you're there.
That's all I
So
do
you
when
said-
I'm there. The little cafeteria thing has good food. Well, it's, yeah, it's like a cafeteria. You know, you pay, it's like a little cafe, but, and it's not bad food, but. I talked to John Cristobal this morning and he talked like he might show up. He's pretty concerned about all this.
You wanna read that for your. All right, we'll call the meeting to order, the special city council meeting to order. Tiffany, please take the roll.
Councilwoman Garvey.
Present.
Councilwoman Workala.
Present.
Councilman Brennan.
Present.
Councilman Harjo.
Present.
Mayor Sykes.
Let the record reflect that we do have a quorum for Friday, November 22nd, 2025 at 9:30. Really quick, Counselor Paul Fitzer wants us to add an executive session item F. So, is there Councilman Harjo?
I'll make a motion to add an executive session, at the end of our agenda under 74206, subsection 1F.
discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilwoman Garvey?
Aye.
Councilman Brennan? Councilwoman Workla?
Aye.
Councilman Harjo?
Aye.
All right. We'll run down to conflict of interest. Has any council member received any information pertaining to or otherwise had any contact with persons regarding any items on the city council agenda? If so, please set forth nature of contact. Hearing none, we'll run down to action, item number 1 on the agenda. Deliberation decision regarding a written statement from the city council concerning Pioneer Credit Union. Council?
Mayor, real fast. Councilwoman Workla, Brenda Ellis is emailing you the copy of the statement.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Mayor.
Councilman
Actually,
Harjo?
I'm sorry, Mayor.
Council-
Mayor.
Go ahead, Councilwoman Workla.
I'm sorry, I don't have my work computer with me, so I won't be able to see that. If someone wants to take a picture and text it to me, but I'm unable to pull up any work emails.
I can. It's the phone number you texted on earlier, Councilwoman.
Yes.
Okay, it's coming your way.
Okay. Councilman Harjo?
Mayor, can we have a brief pause?
Yep.
So she can receive that?
Paul is making fun of me on my technology skills here.
Paula or Paul?
Paul.
And I stand by it.
Okay.
And folks, just so you know, if I don't answer, it's because I'm also on the phone with a judge right now, and so he's just going through the cases.
Copy that.
But I'm gonna be with you longer than I'll be with him, so it's temporary.
You also have the B team here.
Oh, well, I think you're aiming too high with B.
Councilwoman Workla?
I'm just seeing this for the first time. Who wrote this letter and when was it done?
This one? Is this the one you did?
That was just text?
Yep, I think, I'm gonna say Councilman Harjo?
Well, the bulk of it, yes.
Councilman Harjo?
And when did he do this? Could he have done the courtesy and gave it to me before now?
I wrote this at 8:45 a.m. today.
Okay. With that, we'll move forward and have Councilman Harjo go first.
Okay, it's unfortunate that we have to be here today, and it's pretty disappointing that we have to address things in this manner. But I would like to say Councilwoman Workla was well within her rights and purview as a council person to make her stance clear on the donation, branding, those kind of elements. Whereas the statements that followed that questioning Pioneer's financial viability in that manner and making statements that clearly none of us sit on the board of Pioneer as their body. I think it was unprofessional to business. It doesn't represent the city. It doesn't represent the city council. In this letter that I've drafted, I copy the city council's mission as it's been published on the city's website for several years, to which it states, our mission is to work together responsibly through effective leadership and provide infrastructure and excellent services that meet community needs and promote a balanced growth, preserve our unique sense of community, and sustain our small town quality of life. The statements that were made, in my opinion, do not reflect that sense of community, sense of leadership. We all have our opinions. This dais is not the platform to make individual assessment of how a corporation within our city limits conducts its business. That donation was fairly generous, although it's yet to be decided on either this side of the fence or on Pioneers. But I think the verbiage that was used there is not becoming of the city and potentially damaging to the reputation of a business partner and as well an organization that donates significantly to this community and has been based here for over 7 decades.
Councilwoman Workla?
Oh, sorry, a train's coming through. Alright, so, and I appreciate that. I appreciate your opinion, Councilman Harjo. What you guys are doing today, what you're doing today was, in your purview as well. You can have your opinion. I wanna make it clear that I did not put any council members, any elected official's name on this email to said individual. It directly came from me. It was even titled Councilwoman Workala's direct response to the CEO when he emailed the mayor, and then the mayor emailed me. So I also want to point out, well, after I saw that letter that the CEO wrote, this was my response to legal. Can I write a response to Pioneer CEO? If you don't recommend it, I'll send one to legal and the mayor to have my response on record. The response from legal was, we cannot and will not remove redact the video as it's public record, and your comments are part of that record. You are free to write him whatever you like. So unless this council is trying to silence me, I have the legal authority to say what I need to say on behalf of the constituents of Mountain Home. That's all I have.
Mayor,
Councilman Harjo.
that's specifically not what is happening here. Councilwoman Workla is absolutely within her rights to do all of the actions she mentioned there. And I and any other council that choose to agree to this are well within our rights to disagree with the sentiments of what Councilwoman Workla has said. And especially that of the intent to damage the reputation of a community partner like Pioneer Credit Union. None of my concern lies with the fact that Councilwoman Workla worked within her purview as a council person. It is the unnecessary and unprofessional statement regarding that institution.
Mayor?
Councilwoman Workla?
Alright, so, I just wanna point out that this public meeting was scheduled without my input on the topic, date, and time. So I'm sorry I can't be there in person, as I am traveling to see my father in the hospital. If I didn't check my work email yesterday, I would have no idea this meeting was even going to come to fruition, because I didn't even have an input of if I could make it today about a meeting that's about me. And then I get a letter from you guys at 2 minutes before the meeting starts, slamming, I guess, me representing the community. There's a few things I would like to mention. I don't want a branded park. Constituents have come to me expressing the same sentiment. If the mayor would have been transparent, the city won't have to go begging for money. Sorry to said individual if I offended you or your organization, but all I did was point out facts. The entire branding thing was blotched from the beginning, and it should have been offered to all financial organizations. Again, who woke up in the middle of the night and said we must pursue Pioneer for this specific branding? Why did you not reach out to other financial organizations? Bottom line, the citizens of Mountain Home and the city of Mountain Home is not for sale to the highest bidder. That's all I have to say. Feel free to sign that damn letter. I'm not signing it.
Councilman Brand.
This is kind of a tough situation here, but I'm gonna just be honest too. I don't. I agree that Councilwoman Workla can say whatever she wants to. Right? She was elected into that position, but I have the right to say that I don't agree with her sentiment. I don't think the Pioneer branch closing in Glens Ferry is in the purview of Mountain Home, business. Like it's not our business. So if they want to close, like they can close, and if they want to donate money to us, and we choose as a council to accept that donation, then that's in our purview. But their business decisions should be none of our business, essentially. And I don't know. I was shocked when I read the response by Pioneer, and then I haven't personally read Councilwoman Workala's response back to Mr. Perry, but I mean support the kids of our community. I personally have not received any emails or verbal statements from any constituents saying that they disagree with the branding that can come along with this park for Pioneer. Not a single one, and I don't see it's a problem. When I ran for 2 different times for the city council seat here, a big concern of our citizens is not having anything for our kids to do in this park or in our city, and this is an opportunity that the city can provide opportunity to our children and to our adults too, for very, very, very little direct cost from the city between the Urban Renewal Agency and the gracious donation of Pioneer Federal Credit Union, which I intend as an individual to accept if they were to continue to offer that donation. This is nothing but a benefit for our community, and I think I'll leave it at that.
Mayor.
Councilwoman Garvey.
I don't even have my thoughts all collected, other than communities, especially small communities, thrive on the donations and the offerings that businesses can give. And so it kind of hurts my heart that people think we're selling ourselves out. If you look all over Boise, you have Ann Morrison Park, you have Albertsons Park, you have several Simplot parks, you have land that has been donated by many people that lived in Boise and own that land, and they've turned into the most beautiful parks that people all over Boise cherish. And without the donations from those people, we wouldn't have those spots. And so I don't feel like because we're a small town that we're exempt or we're different. If you look at the baseball fields, everybody business name is there because they donate money, because we have to. We just don't financially have it. And again, and yes, and I'll echo the sentiments of all my fellow council members. Councilwoman Workla has the right to say what she wants to say, but I think as a community, I would not want to see this jeopardize Pioneer Federal Credit Union's opportunity to fund Railroad Park. And so there is one thing I would personally like to see taken out of this letter, and that is the last entire sentence of the first paragraph, because that is a matter of opinion. And while one may feel that it's unprofessional, that's a matter, and I don't think that the council needs to insert their opinion on how they feel. One may not think it's unbecoming of a council person, so I would like to see that sentence removed. I'm okay with the rest of it, but man, without the donations from the community, we don't have a community. And as Councilman Brennan said, this is tough.
Mayor,
Councilwoman Workla.
and again, I 100% appreciate and respect all the council people's opinions that are sitting up there today, as I wish they respect mine. My question to them as well is, this is a lot of I think, I feel, and you haven't received any communication from the constituents. Have you gone out and talked to the constituents? Because that's what I did, is I went out and talked to the community. And yes, Pioneer has every right to do whatever they want with their finances, but two things do go hand in hand. If they say they can't afford to keep up the Glen Ferry Bank down here, but yet they can drop $2 million into a park that's already been fully funded by the URA, by the taxpayers, mind you, that's been put in the past 20 years, then why do we need to have it blasted Pioneer branding
Councilman Brennan.
I'll make a motion to, strike the last sentence of the first paragraph and proceed forward with signing the letter.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
Councilwoman Worklow. Councilman Brennan.
Aye.
Councilwoman Garvey. Councilwoman Worklow.
Nay.
Okay. All right. We have the executive session, council.
Mayor,
Councilman Harjo.
make a motion to enter executive session pursuant to 74-206-1F.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilwoman Worklow.
Sorry, I'm driving. Aye.
Councilman Brennan.
Aye.
Councilwoman Garvey.
Aye.
Councilman Harjo.
Aye.
All right, we're in the executive session.
In your office?
Oh, no, we're stay here. Yeah.
Does that mean we have to go stand in the cold?